Man, there's been a lot of teases today. There's been a lot of teases, like they're dropping those international games. They're dropping the holiday games. Black Friday, we thought the Bills were going to be there. They're not. Okay. It's the Chiefs. No, it's not the Chiefs. It's the Jets and the Dolphins. Super excited about that. And today, we are going to be going through all of the international games. We're going to be getting excited. I feel like all of us need to be getting excited because the schedule's about literally a little bit over 24 hours away from being released. And I feel like that is going to answer a lot of questions from not only Bills fans, but also NFL fans in general. Great show today. Great show today. Say that you were tuning in live. Make sure that you smash the hell out of that like button for me. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Like I said, we're going to be going through some of the schedule releases that just came out. But first, I'm welcoming a good friend of mine who covers the Carolina Panthers onto the show to continue our little live series of record predictions, who you're losing to, the outlook. And I thought, why not better than to bring the Buffalo Bills farm team on? Let's see how they're doing. I see him smiling in the background right over there. I see him doing it. But yeah, guys, most definitely, thank you for tuning in. My name is Dan Mitchell. I regularly put out videos about the Buffalo Bills and the NFL. That's your cup of tea. Highly recommend subscribing to this channel. And I am live every single Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. EST to talk about your favorite things. So without further ado, let me welcome my good friend, Clay Ropp in. What's up, man? How's the good life?
It's going, man. The working from home life is beneficial to a lot of things.
Oh man, you're telling me Hurricanes played last night, or did they play?
Yeah, they played last night. Absolutely demolished the Devils. So we, it is what it is. 6-1, scored 4 goals in basically like less than 5 minutes in the second intermission.
It's 3-1. It's 3-1 now in that hockey series.
Yeah. So, and they come back to Carolina. Actually, they come back to Raleigh on Thursday. So it's not looking too good for the Devils. Looking great for me, right? So
yeah. Looking good. Worst case scenario, take a little road trip.
Yeah, I wish.
Like
yeah.
Surprise. Actually, Clay and I, so we're actual friends. Like that. And so we hang out on the regular on the weekends.
Yes.
And he also runs a great channel on the Carolina Panthers. He's been doing it for about 2 years now. So Clay, Bryce Young is on the team. New coach, Frank Reich. I'm sure you're excited about this. And this whole week I've been bringing people on and I've been discussing, hey, what's your overall record prediction? I want to respect your time. So without further ado, we're sort of going ahead and pull this up right here, baby.
Sure. Right.
See, the schedule gets released tomorrow. I didn't notice any primetime games for the Panthers.
Well, not surprised.
As of right now for international holidays. For sake of time, what I want to do is I sort of want you to go through all of these and tell me, first off, games you see as L's, and then that's it, and then wrap it up with a final record prediction, if we can make that happen.
Yeah, I would probably say the L's I'm looking at. The first one that comes to mind right now is, when it comes to the NFC South, you know, it's very rare that teams like the Panthers actually sweep their in division rivals like the Falcons, Saints, and the Buccaneers. So that hasn't happened back since Cam days when it was 2015 when we made it to the Super Bowl. And I think the last time we swept the Falcons was back in 2017. So, I could see those being split. But the first 2 losses I automatically see are the Seahawks and the Dolphins. When you have Waddle and Tyreek Hill on the outside, the 2 speed demons, it's very hard. For your corners, even though we have great corners, I think we have a great secondary with J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, C.J. Henderson, and adding on Von Bell back there as well, but then having Jeremy Chin, which we could possibly see in him move to linebacker a little bit. But it's very hard to, stop them. Then the same thing with Seattle. Seattle's another team that I could see losing to due to the fact of how Geno Smith basically had a comeback year. And then the fact of the matter that they actually added on to their wide receiver core with the fact they already have, Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf, so Those are the automatic losses. I could see splitting with our division. I'm not too scared of the Falcons, but somehow the Falcons always sneak
Who would?
there.
And so who would be right now? I'm still absolutely surprised that they didn't even attempt to dip their feet into any sort of Lamar Jackson contest.
Well,
Ryan Tannehill, bro. How much confidence can you have in Desmond Ridder? How much?
Right. Well, actually, their starting quarterback is going to be Taylor Heineke, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a hot take.
Yeah, I don't think Desmond Ridder is going to be the starting quarterback. We saw how bad Desmond Ridder was last year, and he's about Malik Willis level of bad. So I don't see him being the starter. I see Taylor Heineke taking it, but even if then, somehow the Falcons always seem to pull one out. Even it doesn't matter if it's Joe Johnson, Josh Johnson back there, playing quarterback. The Saints, I could see a splitting. I don't find Derek Carr as a threat. I think he's a great quarterback, secretly. I think he's very good. I think he's just average. He's just another, I think him and Kirk Cousins are kind of on the same level. But yeah. I see us splitting with them. Same thing with the Bucs. And I also just think with this whole schedule thing, I think it depends where these guys are on the schedule too, and all that. Week 1, we could be seeing the Texans just because we get the number 1 quarterback versus the number 2 quarterback.
Probably something the NFL would do.
Yeah, or another hot take could be the fact that we see the Indianapolis Colts first because of Frank Reich being a coach there for 6 seasons.
Okay.
So, I think anything short or less, based off this schedule, though, I think anything short or less of 9 to 8 wins is a disappointment season. I wasn't big on getting Bryce Young. It wasn't that I wasn't not okay with it, but it was more the fact that his size definitely worries me.
Yeah, he's 5'11".
Yeah, 5'10", 5'11", and they said 3/4, something weird like that.
Every dude lies about their height, man. My license says I'm 5'11".
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, I got to start using Tinder and Bumble that way too. Start setting it at 6
inches, bro.
Yeah. Just set it at 6'4".
That's not the only thing I give myself 2 inches on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I heard it was snowing up in Buffalo. I heard that's average.
Yeah, 3 inches is average, baby. All right.
Yeah. So, but I think with this schedule, based off of that, I'm not too worried about the Packers because they got Jordan Love. Kirk Cousins is average, but we've played them close. If we put, the Texans, don't worry me, Chris. You're a fucking man. Thank you for that comment. Then the Colts will be interesting because it's Anthony Richardson versus Bryce Young. So that's going to be that's interesting. I think we have better weapons around Bryce Young than they do with Anthony Richardson because Michael Pittman doesn't scare me. The only thing they have is really Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
The Cowboys are still good. They're still a 10-win team. So, I can see the losing to them. Bears, Justin Fields, they did take DJ Moore away from us. He does have some weapons on the outside now. Not too scared of Chase Claypool. I do like Mooney. I think Komet is a good tight end as well, solid tight end. So I think that one's a 50-50, but I think with the talent that we have, we could beat them. The Lions, we destroyed them last year. That they just don't defensively. They are terrible against the run. We put a franchise record on over their head the last time we played them. So, and the Jaguars, I could see losing that just because Trevor Lawrence is coming into his own after seeing that comeback in the playoffs last year. Even though he threw like it was something crazy, 3 or 4 picks.
Yeah.
And then the Titans don't really scare me. They're the only thing they really have is Derrick Henry. So I think 9 to 8. I think the minimum is 8. I see a ceiling of 10, but we're the Carolina Panthers. I've predicted 10 wins before and we've gone 5-12. So,
okay.
you get shit in one hand and piss in the other. So, it is what it is. But
yeah,
I'm looking forward to the season. So we'll see.
Yeah, me too. So we're saying 8-9 basement and then 10-7 ceiling is where you're looking at.
Something like that.
Okay. Now, what about like where you see the division? Because I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Like, not the scariest division in football.
Oh, absolutely. I would probably say we are the toilet bowl of the division, at least for right now.
The,
I mean,
the
you've got,
total division.
if you look at even just the starting 4 quarterbacks for each of these teams. So you got Taylor Heineke for the Falcons, you got
Yeah.
Derek Carr for the Saints, you've got Baker Mayfield for the Bucks.
Okay.
So, and then you have Bryce Young. So, I mean, obviously, I can't say I'm taking Bryce Young over Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield right now because I don't know what it's going to happen with him.
Yeah, who could?
It all depends, really. I think for our season this year, it really depends if Bryce Young can show what he was doing over in Alabama. Can he be that guy like he was who won the Heisman Trophy winner? Can he put up over 4,000 yards, take care of the football, and and get the ball in the right places at the right time?
Yeah. Clay, listen, man, I really appreciate you coming on the show here. Ladies and gentlemen, say, for example, you ever want to check out Clay's content, I tagged him in the description. It brings you right to his channel. Does a great job in Carolina Panthers stuff. He's going to be a regular guest, like once the Panthers start doing some breaking news here. I'm going to bring this guy on, Don Mafia Live, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. EST. You have anything to tell the people before you get gone, my friend?
No, not really. Just go check me out on Pantherology. Not much, really. Just go check me out on Pantherology on YouTube. Make sure you pound the pound Don Mafia Live. Make sure you pound that like button like it owes you money, guys.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Clay, man. We'll more than likely see you this weekend.
Yeah, sounds good.
See you, homie. We'll see you.
Peace.
Peace. That is Pantherology, ladies and gentlemen. Pantherology knows his stuff about the Carolina Panthers. I did see him actually crack up when I was doing that whole sort of intro, and I said we might as well catch up with the Buffalo Bills farm team, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? But you know what? Listen, guys, first off, we know that we had to go over to the NFC. We had to figure out where exactly the toilet bowl division of the NFL was going to look. And according to Pantherology, according to Clay, it appears that the Panthers going 10-7. All right, so book it, book it, book it. Ladies and gentlemen, so happy to see everybody in the live chat knocking it out. But we have some more content to talk about. Okay, today was an absolute heater when it came down into the NFL. Finally, slowly but surely, starting to release some of these games going into it. I am absolutely thrilled about some of these matchups going into it. Our beloved Buffalo Bills, my beloved Buffalo Bills, we have a primetime game in London. So we're just going to go through all of these, sort of give our takes, where the hell the NFL season and where the hell the schedule makers were really coming from, where they came out. And the first one in timeline was, look at that. The Miami Dolphins and the Jets are facing off on Black Friday. First off, you have to say the Buffalo Bills are now, in my opinion, America's team. Okay, sorry, Cowboys, step on aside. It's now the Buffalo Bills that are considered to be America's team. So there's no doubt in my mind that I think that we will be playing Thanksgiving per usual. I think that's just sort of how these things work out. But this game on Black Friday should be pretty interesting. I saw some image of Tua and then Aaron Rodgers, but I just realistically don't foresee Tua being available to play that game. I know it's bad, but I mean, say for example that somebody hasn't stayed healthy his entire career consistently, who knows, didn't go with the overall offensive line, but I hope he is healthy. I sincerely hope he is healthy for this game against the Jets because I think this would be some good football. And I also believe that it would give us all excuses not to go with our wives, significant others, shopping on Black Friday. Sorry, babe. I can't go to that flash sale today because the Dolphins and the Jets are playing. In my instance, I'll say, listen, this is huge implications on the division. I have to watch this. I absolutely have to. I'm not going to forgive myself if I miss this game. So first game, Black Friday, somewhat surprising, but here we are. Nice little AFC East matchup. And then afterwards, we had the Giants and the Eagles, Christmas Day. I mean, everyone loves some good football on Christmas Day. Absolutely everyone loves some good football on Christmas Day. We have the Giants. We have the Eagles. Who knows what's going on with that situation? But Very excited about this as well. And then last but not least, right before we get into the international games, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Chiefs and the Bengals on New Year's Eve. Now, I didn't need an excuse to start drinking earlier on New Year's Eve. I didn't. I absolutely didn't. But when you put these two titans of the NFL and the AFC on at 425 during New Year's Eve, who the hell is going to make this happen? Who the hell is going to make this happen? I don't know. But as of right now, we have New Year's Eve. That's another holiday game that just ended up getting played out. And then here we are, right before we go on the international games. My boy Elliot, who is a regular viewer of the morning show, he was saying that he likes the morning show every single Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. EST. Make sure you turn on your notifications. I'm going to be having guests on about breaking NFL news. I'm going to give you a bunch of really random ass segments. I just want to talk to you guys. I really, really do. Elliot's coming in saying no more Thanksgiving games. Please. We lost Trey 2 years ago and Vaughn last year on that shit turf in Detroit. I wonder if it's a Thanksgiving curse, right? I mean, I feel like that we're undefeated on Thanksgiving, which is a good thing. We're definitely undefeated on Thanksgiving, but our players just keep going absolutely down, right? I think the Thanksgiving curse might be a real thing. I'm not going to say that it is a for sure curse until we see one more player go down. Knock on wood, it's not going to happen. We got to break the curse this year, but as much as I would like to agree with you saying no more Thanksgiving games, I feel like I'm betting money right now that the Bills will be playing on Thanksgiving. That's just how it is. Guys, right before we hop into the international games, I do need to give a giant shout out to today's sponsor, and that just so happens to be the Manta sleep mask. You've heard me talk about this before. Literally one of the most revolutionary sleep masks I have seen in quite some time. Normally I hate these things because I can't put them over my eyes without me feeling claustrophobic. But these nice little eye cups and everything along those lines really make sure that not a single smidgen of light gets into my viewpoint when I am trying to sleep at night, or more specifically, a nap. Sleek, comfortable, goes over the ear like a charm, has so many different options. And like I've said, this is the perfect Mother's Day gift. It really, really is. I guarantee you, all of your mothers, your wives, etc., they're tired as hell. They're dealing with your shit. They're dealing with your kids' shit, okay? And they need to take a nap every now and again, but they can't because they're restless. This right here, I'm telling you what, man, this thing right here will ensure REM sleep, will ensure that you knock the hell out. I would say equivalent to you shotgunning an old school Four Loko back when it had caffeine in it. Okay, this is amazing. My code in the description will get you 10% off. Perfect Mother's Day gifts. Check it out. My code will hook it up. Anyway, guys, so now we got to talk about why we're here. Why we are here. Ladies and gentlemen, the international games. Okay, first off, we have the Falcons and the Jags and the Bills, Ravens, Titans. Then moving on to Germany, we have the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Colts, and the Patriots in Germany as well. So a couple of things I wanted to point out here from looking at this overall schedule. The Jags are in there 2 weeks in a row. How much does the NFL want the Jags to move to London? I get it, right? And no disrespect to anybody that lives in the UK, that lives in London, that enjoys football, that also lives in London, born and raised, UK, etc. Is there enough of a market for that to be justified, right? Is there enough of a market for that to be justified? That's my first concern looking at this overall thing. My second overall concern is more so as a concerned Bills fan. A concerned Bills fan wants me to say, why are the Jags there 2 weeks in a row, right? I mean, you would think that if the Jags are there during week 4, why the hell would they go back to Jacksonville for a day or two? Why would they, right? I mean, I think that it doesn't logistically make sense. It really doesn't. So what does that mean? I feel like that gives my team a disadvantage, as in the Buffalo Bills, right? Because I feel like as far as jet lag is 1,000% going to be over with. I feel like the Jags are going to be rested. They're going to be used to the conditions. They're going to be used to the field. That puts our team on a disadvantage, if I will. I saw the spread. Somebody put that on my TikTok live earlier today where they said, hey, the spread is already out for the Buffalo Bills and the Jags. Bills are favored by 3.5. I mean, this is way too early to put any money down on anything, right? As much as I'm itching to do so. But I feel like it's a bit unfair that they have it this way. But you know what? It doesn't matter because good teams rise to each and every single different occasion. Very excited about the London game. I'm not sure about you guys, but I plan on going. I plan on going to London to watch this damn game. Okay? I've never been to London before. I've never been to the UK in general. I would absolutely love to go watch my team and experience European football. I feel like that would be absolutely crazy. From the Buffalo Bills standpoint, I know that they were talking about that if you play in London, you have an automatic request of asking for a bye week directly afterwards. I'm not sure what Brandon Beane decided to do. We will find out tomorrow night at 8 p.m. That's for sure. But I don't see why he would. I don't see why we would take a bye week after week 5 from the Buffalo Bills. But that's essentially how this all kind of plays out. Then the Ravens and the Titans week 6. Then London is over. And then it goes into Germany where the Dolphins and the Chiefs are facing off, and then the Colts and the Patriots. So very excited about all of these new games coming out. I am absolutely thrilled, particularly about the schedule being released tomorrow night, right? Tomorrow night, schedule release party. I want to throw this out there for everyone that has nothing to do. You're sitting there on your couch waiting to see what the Bills schedule looks like, what our competition schedule looks like. We are having a schedule release party on the AFC East Roundtable. All 4 of us, normal show, watching TV together, waiting for these schedule releases to go out. We're going to be going through each and every single one of them. It's going to be the show of the century. Mark your calendars. Thursday night, we're switching the AFC East Roundtable to Thursday night, 8 p.m., same time that the schedule release occurs. We're going to have to make it happen. So right before I leave, I do want to hit the live chat a little bit, say hi to my people, and then afterwards, I'm going to go do my thing, right? But anyway, we have Jim Page coming on in saying, move the Bills to London. Absolutely not, my friend. Absolutely not. Don't you dare take away my city. Normally, like statements like that would sort of put some subconscious thoughts in the back of my head. Like, oh, damn, what if they do? But the fact that we just ended up signing a 30-year lease for that brand new, beautiful stadium that is going across the street from the current Buffalo Bills stadium, I feel like I'm okay. I feel like we're okay at the end of the day. Bills, Bets, and Beers coming in saying Jags game will basically be the home team. In the UK. 110%. 110%. I mean, I feel like that London and the UK in general has accepted the Jags as their home team just due to it. And Delusional Patriots fan says Bills isn't a real place anyway. Buffalo isn't a real place anyway. No, man. And so it's in the upside down. It's in a different dimension. It's in an absolute different dimension. Like you just roll down Orchard Park, roll down by the stadium. You see broken tables everywhere, crushed blues laying all over the streets. It's simply not in this dimension. It's just simply not in this dimension. Damon, what's up, man? How you doing? I haven't been in the chat in a while. Man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Full-time YouTube right now, full-time like content creation. It's been beautiful. I've been doing it for about 2 or 3 weeks now. I've not been happier. I have not been happier, man. It has been a dream of mine to do this full-time, and here I am. I have no complaints, brother. I have no complaints. And I'm going to be even more excited when the schedule gets released tomorrow night, because I am just going to be salivating and probably dropping a shit ton of money on the games that I plan on attending. So we're just going to have to see how it works out. Roscoe 844 or B44 says Abbott Street is another dimension. It is, man. It is, man. These good people of Buffalo. Good people of Buffalo ready to go. Buffalo is actually the leftover set of the Upside Down. Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. What's up, Amicus? He's saying Patriots fan is delusional. Pay him no mind. It's a beautiful thing. Y'all, listen, thank you so much for tuning in to the morning show. Once again, as usual, I want to let everyone know that I'm going live every single Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. EST, late breaking NFL news and amateur analysis from yours truly. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of Don Mafia Live. Stay tuned for a recorded video here within the next couple of hours where I discuss some things I expect for the Buffalo Bills schedule release tomorrow. Subscribe, smash that like button, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Later.